Hey guys, it's Mario. Welcome to YellowDinghy.com. It's July 31st, and thought I'd hit you guys up with a rant. So last week, I went to see Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio, and this movie was fantastic, amazing. It was like about dreaming and this guy that has the ability to go into dreams and all this kind of business, and it just gets like wickedly crazy. I was definitely on the edge of my seat at the end of the movie just because it was getting so mentally challenging and mentally, ugh. My brain was fried by the end of that movie, but it was like at the end of that movie, you had that feeling. It was like a fuck yeah type of feeling, like shit, that was good. So the same sort of feeling that I had when I first time watched The Matrix, sort of the same kind of thing. So definitely head out and check out Inception. It's a good movie. It's a longer movie. It's over 2 hours, but I mean, damn, is it good? It's a pretty fantastic. Also, I've been up to is Final Fantasy 13. There haven't been too many games coming out. The last one that came out was Clash of the Titans, and there's a couple coming out next week. So I thought I'd hit up a game for the long weekend, Final Fantasy 13. I used to be a huge Final Fantasy 7 fan with like Cloud, Barret, Arius, Tifa, all them. I was into that on the PlayStation. Didn't really play too much after that, so I thought I'd hit up the Final Fantasy 13, and it's really, really cool. Um, Initially, the story kind of dragged, but I'm sort of 10 hours into it, and it's getting pretty intriguing. It's quite interesting. As for some games coming out soon, you got Madden NFL 11 or 2011. And this one looks kind of interesting simply for the reason, when you play a football game, you're going through the plays and it's like you're going through the playbook, picking which play to do, like a blitz, or do you want to do a cover, or do you want to do a pass, or a fake, or whatever. And you spend more time in the playbook than you do actually playing the actual game. Now, they're claiming on this new NFL 11 Madden game that they have this new game flow system, and it allows you to execute a game plan on the spot, one at a time. So they're saying that a normal 60-minute game goes down to a 30-minute game, and you spend more time on the field and less time in the playbook. And that sounds really appealing, because that's pretty much my biggest pet peeve with football games. The whole waiting around, waiting for the next play, waiting for the sucker to load, picking the play, all that crap. So, looking forward to that. Another one coming in is Lara Croft, the Guardian of Light. No Tomb Raider in the name, eh? So, Lara Croft, the Guardian of Light. So, her deal is she's out to search for the Mirror of Smoke, an artifact located in the Temple of Light, and it's just a bunch of shit like that. Like the previous Lara Croft games. I can't imagine this is going to be anything special. They're suggesting it's going to be a little bit more darker than the previous games, but we'll actually see. And then another big one that's coming out this month, or actually in August, sorry, is Mafia 2. Um, Takes place in the 1940s, early 1950s, and it's just this sort of guy working his way through like gunfighting and working his way out of poverty and that kind of stuff. And they're claiming that the actual storyline is going to be awesome. So that should be good. I was really into like The Godfather. Well, not to say really into it, but I liked it. So this game might be cool if it's got sort of that flavor to it. It'll be good. So it's bad news time for me. Playing Final Fantasy 13. Like I said, I was getting into it, right? And here in Canada, we have the long weekend going on right now. And I thought I'd play Final Fantasy 13 for the long weekend because, I haven't been able to play a game for fun lately. So this was my opportunity to have some fun. So, and the girlfriend's out of town, so I got the place all to myself. So I was going to play some hardcore games. And so I do it. So Friday night, get home from work, throw in Final Fantasy 13, play some of it, save it, go to the store, pick up some Coke so I can do an all nighter. And I pull off a lot of actual gaming, pretty successful. Wake up to this morning, hit some off, save it, then come back to it, load it up, Then my Xbox does this funny sort of discoloration thing that it does, and then I shut it down because I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And it looks familiar from something that I had before. I rebooted the Xbox and it comes up with the E74 error. This is the second time I've got it on my Xbox. So I have the warranty with Best Buy, and it's good until 2011 next summer. So I'm covered. However, the shitty news is they gotta send it away, and I'm not gonna have an Xbox for 3 to 6 weeks. So I'm not gonna be able to do a lot of game glances without an Xbox. Actually, I'm not gonna be able to do any game glances, and I can pretty much kiss away Final Fantasy 13, which really sucks balls. So that really sucks. So for the time being, I'm probably not going to be able to cover NFL 2011 on time, and maybe even the new Lara Croft game. I'm hoping to get my Xbox back by the time Mafia 2 comes out, hopefully. So I'm going to take this time from not gaming and use it to work on the website. And I'm going to make some changes to the website, mostly aesthetic changes, not actual fundamental changes. So that is what I'm going to do with my time, and maybe actually go out and maybe get some sunlight. That would be good as well. I was actually talking to the guy at Best Buy, and I was sort of getting pretty frustrated because it already happened to me once, and I was like, well, can I just trade it in and get one of the new black Xboxes? And he was saying that, well, I assumed that the black Xbox had no problems because, Microsoft was advertising, oh, the black Xbox doesn't have any problems, it's going to be problem free, blah, blah, blah. But apparently they're having some problems with the actual CD drives. He was saying that he's gotten a bunch of them back, and they're sending them back due to the CD drive. So, interesting. So much for being problem free, which is interesting because the original Xbox I don't think had problems with the CD drive. But whatever. So, yeah, pretty depressing with the Xbox situation. So, anyway, I'm going to be working on the site. If you guys have any ideas for the site, send me an email because I'm getting some serious tunnel vision with this stupid thing because you stare at it for hours on end and you think it looks good, but then somebody else looks at it and it looks like shit. So let me know what you guys think, changes, things I should add, critique, that kind of biznatch. Email me at info@yellowdinghy.com or just hit me up on a message on YouTube. Anyway, thanks for the support, guys. Thanks for tuning in. That's Mario, YellowDinghy.com, rants.